Our boy should have been decelerating here, or anyway, trying to. Read the skid marks. Short, like a series of dashes, increasing in length. Only Ace was on his way to a lot of bandages, skidding along, not able to slow down. That's gotta ruin a stuntman's day.
Wow, it's after visiting hours, but who's complaining? Please tell me you're my physical therapist, beautiful.
Just isn't your lucky night, is it? Catherine Willows, Las Vegas Crime Lab. This is my partner.
Crime lab? Since when is it a crime to have a stunt go wrong? Taking risks is what I do. Alert the media that Ace Dillinger laughed in the face of death once again.
Well, this time you laughed so hard at death, you could have used an adult diaper.
So I'm human. Run out and get me a bedpan and you can watch this time. Look, I'm half asleep from the drugs they got me on. If you got specific questions, ask them. Otherwise, go find some real crime to solve. The only mystery here is how a guy with my gifts could screw up that stunt. Some detective you are. Take a look. Lucky I didn't break my neck. Came damn close, though. Fractured spine, whiplash, broken right tibia, 3 cracked ribs, 1 broken rib, and a concussion. But I'll be back on a bike before you know it. Well, I gotta admit, that's a stumper. It seemed like it was going smooth as a baby's backside. I dumped the clutch and hit the ramp, get airborne and land her nice and square. I try slowing to lay the girl down and slide under the truck, but the bike, it's still revving full bore. I go to grab the clutch lever, but my hand slipped off the bar. If I'd had my head screwed on straight, I might have thought to kill the engine switch. Instead, I go and lock both brakes and wind up plowing all wobbly, full steam ahead. I swerve away from the truck, just to keep my head from ending up in a separate bag. And after that, as you big-time investigators just might be able to figure out for yourselves, it gets a tad cloudy. What part of the damn stunt went sideways don't you understand? You think I took a header for grunts and giggles? I mean, I could use a vacation, but this ain't the route I'd pick. Well, it did seem the gas just wouldn't stop flowing. I use a custom carb on that bike, but it's never given me trouble before. If you're gonna look at anything, make it that, and the throttle assembly. Look, I always do major servicing of my bike my own self. You want something done right? You know the rest. Don't trust these damn shops. Bunch of amateurs. But David McLadden, the stunt director, insists on double-checking my gear before every trick. He tuned my baby up at his trailer in the casino parking lot. Come to think of it, he gave my bike more attention than anybody else's. I kinda got after him about it. McLadden? Never had that much to do with him. Might sound funny, but I'm the star. He's kinda small time. I mean, it's strictly professional. We don't hang. And hey, I don't suffer fools, so when he fouls up or has a lame idea, I'm not shy about tearing him a new one. Producers been on the guy saying he'd better come up with some fresh new ideas, kind that'll attract ratings, pump up the action, you know, if we hope to get picked up for another season. We're on what they call the bubble. Borderline call whether we're back or not. Corey Mazzotti. Production office is downtown. Draftler Promotions. You're big-time detectives. Try using this cutting-edge investigative tool they got now. The phone book.
You know what this looks like? A custom prototype carburetor, modified for stunt work from a standard street bike. If the rider couldn't stop the flow of fuel, we should check the throttle mechanism. The throttle cable might be another avenue worth writing down.
For a more detailed description of a tool, double-click on its icon.
The spring is snapped. A result of the crash, or did someone arrange for it to break? This should be a lubricant designed to help the cable glide through the casing, but if somebody wanted to send the bike and its rider to the scrap heap, they might have tried to contaminate it, jam the throttle, making it stick in the open position, which is not recommended.
For a more detailed description of a tool, double-click on its icon. For a more detailed description of a tool, double-click on its icon.
We can't use that here. Try something else. That's not what we need here. Try something else. That's not what we need here.
Did I? Just a routine inspection. I did a once-over of it at my equipment trailer, finished my coffee, then was called away for a quick chat with Mazzotti, the producer. After that, I sent it on back to Ace. Nothing more. He's not my favorite, all right? Try to steer clear of him most of the time. I won't lie to you, he's made noises about replacing me, including tonight. But chances are we'll be in Video Valhalla before you know it anyway. Our ratings are in the cellar. And we're this small-time show up against network series with 2-3 times the budget. I don't mind at all, if you got a warrant. I'm particular about my gear, everything's in its place, and I don't need you people messing up the tools of my trade unless you've got a damn good reason. And did I mention a warrant?
Can't go in without the owner's permission, unless a judge has given us the go-ahead.
For a more detailed description of a tool, double-click on its icon.
Hey, welcome to the graveyard shift. Greg Sanders. You're the new blood. You've come to the right guy at CSI if you want to know the inside skinny. Need my help analyzing evidence? Hey, don't worry, I can take it. You might get my analysis immediately, or maybe I'll send you over to the computer or microscope image analyzer. Let you work the evidence yourself. Good experience for you. Automatic transmission fluid, slippery stuff, but no traces of metallic particles, meaning it's never been used in a vehicle.
Then maybe it was nothing more than a lubricant to help the bike slide under the truck.
And on the menu today is salts, uric acid, ketones, potassium, calcium, urine. Looks like our hero gets scared like us mere mortals. When he came to rest and his muscles relaxed, he voided his bladder. Or as we scientists put it, he wet himself. That tire tread is now in the computer for you. What we have here, children, is a silicon-based lubricant. This stuff keeps cables sliding through their casings and prevents sticking. Silicon lubricants don't contaminate easily. But I checked it for dirt or sand or any kind of contaminant that might have prevented the cable from slipping anyway. Zip zally zilch.
We can probably rule out sabotage of the throttle cable as the cause of the crash then.
Print's in the computer for you. You're welcome.
I'm always glad to meet a new CSI. You're the backbone of what we do. I'm Captain Brass. I can help you by facilitating warrants and digging up additional information about suspects and victims. My door's always open. How can I help you on this one? Draft or promotions? Should be easy enough. Got it. Office near downtown. See what these show folks have to say for themselves.
For a more detailed description of a tool, double-click on its icon.